Right. Hello, hello, everyone. We get everybody in. Oh my gosh, everybody's this is awesome. All right. We got a fun day today. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me before? Does it sound better now? Okay. All right. Um, I wanted to have a very clear discussion with you guys today on the training. So I pulled out the headset, which lets me really hear, right? So, also for those doing BRT calls and you're talking to somebody about what they're doing with their future, these are I call them almost cheats because I can hear you breathe, right? I can hear the lines so well, and I like that because what we're dealing with is life changing things. We're going to spend some time on that today. Um, yeah, Stacy, I need your help here. Hold on a sec. You bring you in here. If you can, Stace, I could use your assistance today.
Yep, I'm here. I'm
Perfect.
gonna get rid of that little thing we have.
I missed some.
It's all good. He's not
All right.
doing it on purpose, but it's kind of just stuck in his iPad.
Yeah, yeah, it's all good. You're laughing at us right now.
He, oh, he and I have been chatting all morning.
All right, so let me see if our guest is here. Yes. Okay, so today we have a lot of things to go over. Oh, let me get this up. Okay, okay, perfect. Um, all right, so let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Happy Saturday to you guys today. Today is our BFA event, right? Following the training. So that'll start promptly at 1 p.m. So we'll get done here about 10 minutes till welcomes people in, be done with our business here, and then go right to the BFA event. I know that I did a record number for this week. And I know I saw a lot of MSIs did a bunch of stuff, so we're expecting a really good turnout. But there's a process to that, and I want to definitely go over that. Okay, so more housekeeping. Next week, you guys, we're on our new schedule. Monday night is Vela Vita, always, right? Tuesday, we at 8 o'clock Eastern is Evolve training for those that are fully involved. Those that aren't fully involved yet, we're going to do recaps and do advertising work and everything else right at our same basic, place here. And you guys, I'm going to give you guys something really cool today to look at, right? Change is constant, and we got some fun things to go over. But Tuesday, 8 o'clock, evolve training. And if you're not fully involved if you're not fully in evolve yet, no problem. We're going to be still meeting and doing ad posting and working on things that we need to work on. We created another hour of that. We'll discuss some things with evolve in progress, of course, but we're going to be focused on advertising, putting stuff out there on a regular basis. Every single one of us needs to press that more. So dedicated time on it. And then 9 o'clock is our student call, right? Especially for the new students coming in, and then focus on what we're working on ongoing. And then obviously the instructor call follows that, and then the millionaire course follows that. All right. And then, Wednesday is just the evolve training for those that are in. We have a lot of study halls going on Wednesdays. So that's a perfect day for that. The Evolve hours at 8 o'clock for those that are there. And then Thursday, I want to talk about this. Angie did a training on Thursday, guys. I'm going to share the link with you guys here soon. If you have not, she had a good attendance, but some people missed it. And also, I've watched it 4 times now. So you're
Your
going to want.
homework done?
I'm working on the homework. Do you know, it's an awesome area that she covered. It really is. So I'm working on. I was actually working on my homework. Um, I'm gonna tell you guys, it is it is brilliant. It's something that's like I kind of do that stuff when I don't think about it, but the way that she laid it out, oh, there's no excuse, you guys. There is no excuse. Like, go to work and make this happen. So we'll cover that a little bit today. And then next Saturday is the Evolve 2 day. For those that haven't gone, we have a lot of new people always coming through. It's the Evolve 2 day. And we'll talk about that a little bit today. Just refresh on that. But that's next week. And remember, they're only every 2 weeks. So there's a lot of people who are registered for this one. Clearly, we'll get more people set up, but the training is getting more and more powerful. And I say that because when we started this and launched this in August, we had one focus, and that was just the multifamily. Well, now we're doing all sorts of areas. Okay. And we're opening up a marketplace. So you guys, it is morphing into so much more opportunity. And so those that actually attend the 2 days now, they're going to get up to speed with that a little bit better, and then obviously get access to everything. And I'm working on a huge thing with Trisha, which would be additional course content for those that attend a 2 day, leading up into preparation work, some tax things, things that people just need to know and take advantage of. It's all to help you guys. Um, also, it's good to have a plan, because when a deal hits and you're going to get paid a lot of money, you better be ready, because you could pay a lot more in taxes than you need to. So it's a high quality issue, right? It's like, hey, you've got, $400,000 coming your way. Are you set up properly to protect that? Not pay more than you need to legally in taxes, and things need to be done according to law. We have people to help with that. It's a high quality issue, but we need to start training on it, because we've got some really big things lined up, and we're going to have some very happy people here soon. And so this is it's all part of it, not to mention what we do at the IBO, and how people should be structuring things just to get the best value out of the things they do here. High quality issues. What do you do with all the money coming in? All right, let's bring on a guest. You guys, other than the MSIs, you guys don't know this is coming. I've been watching this company develop for, well, I looked at it for the first time a year ago. And where it is today is amazing. So, Miranda, are you there?
I am here. Do you hear me?
Yep, you sound great. You should be able to share. You guys, Miranda's here from a company called Meetin. Am I pronouncing that right?
It's meeting.
Yeah. So it makes me sound like the country boy I am. So Meetin, and you guys, this is something you're going to be seeing a transition to. Um, so be alert. We all link from our admins, so we'll be seeing this. So you guys, we've been using Zoom since forever, since Zoom allowed more than 500 people. We started using Zoom, right? This is a technology that's got some pieces that I like so much to it. But when we talk about doing all of our social media marketing, there's some tools here that we all need to discuss. Okay, there's a lot to it. So Miranda's agreed to come on here. You guys, she spent hours with me going through this, hours. And I've been playing, and I'm getting some stuff structured. This is gonna be a transition for everybody that uses my Zoom for trainings. We're gonna transition to that immediately, starting next week. And so You guys all are on the WhatsApp groups. We'll get that out there. And then we'll transition our main stuff as it makes sense, right? We got some links to change. We've got a lot of advertising and marketing things to go reposition. Thankfully, Miranda's company makes the links super freaking easy. We just got to go swap things out. So, that being said, Miranda, do you want to just take it away, show people how this works? Um, they're they're all very versed on technology. So, and we've been using Zoom forever, as you know.
Fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Well, let me share my screen and we will dive right in and talk about what Meetin is and how to get the most out of it. So you should be able to see my screen now.
Yes.
Fantastic. This is my meeting room. Now, I have gone in and branded this meeting room, this meeting space, to our meeting demographic. So, of course, I've got a very, high-tech blue and green background. I've got our logo here. But right from the start, you're going to be able to brand these meeting rooms, and all of our accounts come with multiple meeting spaces so that you can have multiple personalities, multiple team members, multiple ventures going in your meeting room. And you can brand them from the simple link that people join to start and join your meeting, to your backgrounds, to your layouts. We have an overlay here that we're using for our logo. You can use it for your logo. You can use it for your team name. If you've got a mascot or a comic character or a logo or an icon that you use, or even just something fun that you want to share in your meeting rooms, you can use that watermark space. So you're already branding it with your personality. When you sign up for Meetin, be sure to go into your room and go to room settings, so menu room settings. This is where you're going to find all of those fantastic branding tools. And it's also where you're going to start turning Meetin from a meeting room into a conversion powerhouse, because that is really what separates Meetin from products like Zoom and GoToMeeting and Google Meet. You can really meet anywhere, but Meetin is where you sell. So some of those tools that you can use here are, for example, branding your welcome page with your identity, and then choosing a web page on exit URL. This means that as soon as people leave your meeting, they're going to be redirected to a room of your choice, a URL of your choice. So if you have an opportunity page, a top selling product, a survey, a Facebook group that you'd like people to join, whatever it is that you're trying to drive people to in that meeting, don't miss this last opportunity for when they hit that X button to leave your room to direct them to that call to action, whatever it is. You're also going to have a custom toolbar button here. I want everyone to be using the custom toolbar button. There is a reason that you're holding these meetings. You want people to join, you want people to share, you want people to sign up, you want people to buy. This is a persistent button that you're going to set up that's going to show up in your room. And I'm going to show you that right now. Let me go ahead and cancel out of here. So right in my room here, because I am promoting Meetin, I have a Meetin button, but this button can be whatever you need it to be so that it's always there for people to take action during your meetings. But the real magic of Meetin happens in this tab right here. This is where widgets live. Widgets are preloaded and preset marketing, training, and sales materials that travel with you from any device within your meeting room. So if you think about the way that you hold a meeting now, you probably do live video. Obviously, you're, sharing and talking directly through the magic of the internet, but you're also going to be sharing materials, links, PDFs, videos with other people in your room. And right now, you're typically limited to doing that through sharing a screen. That means you have to have a million tabs open, you have to have all of those materials downloaded to your local device. We let all of that live in the cloud. So, for example, if I were not able to attend this meeting today, somebody else on my team could log in as a co-host and have everything I'm about to show you right in their room, ready to go. All I had to do was give them a username and password. And that is priceless when you're trying to build an organization with a busy schedule and a lot of moving parts. So let's look at how we can set up a room for success using these meeting widgets. I'm going to go in and talk about a fictional company. So I have all of my folders here for all of the different types of presentations that I do. And one of those is a wellness company. So the first thing I've done is I've uploaded my custom countdown. And my custom countdown is any video that I'm going to use while I prepare for the top of the hour. I have a countdown, but you might use a promotional video or a testimonial, or you might record a 5 minute testimonial for yourself of your background and your conversion and what you would like to people to take away from the meeting. And you'll play that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my teleprompter. Let's say that I'm just getting started. I don't know my script yet. I'm going to pull up a teleprompter, and that teleprompter can play with my notes while I share slides that I've already uploaded into the system. So I'm just going to click next here now. So you'll see that I'm clicking next through my slides. I didn't have to share my screen. I didn't have to download a PowerPoint and update it and open it on my desktop. I'm literally just sharing those slides. Now I have a video, and this video has no sound or audio. I've actually muted it so that I can continue reading from my teleprompter. I'm going to go ahead and hide my teleprompter. The teleprompter no one can see but me. And then I can continue with any slides that I want to do with announcements or talk about my opportunity. But I can very seamlessly move between slides and video using these widgets, and it's so easy to upload them. If I want to, I can have tools like timers going as well. And I can hide this timer from my attendees so that I can keep myself on track as well. But what we really want you to do, in addition to uploading your slides and videos, is we want you to start building calls to action. A call to action is a really simple banner that you can display in your room. And all you need to do for a call to action, this is really simple. Decide how you want to display it. So is it going to be on the top? Is it going to be a pop-up in the middle? I'll show you what that middle pop-up looks like. Or is it going to be in the bottom or on the sides? And then you're going to go through and you're going to pick a few colors. We love picking colors. Match your brand if you'd like. You're going to choose some text to display. Upload an image. In this case, I've uploaded a GIF, but you can use any kind of image. I just love the animation because, again, I want people to click. I want people to take action, so I use an animated GIF. And then, of course, whatever your call to action is, join us, follow us, buy today, download now, take the quiz, whatever it is you're trying to get people to do, and then put that URL, and you're right there. And now you'll see I now have changed that call to action to a center pop-up so that you can see the difference. So have a blast building calls to action. Build as many as you need to pop up banners in your room to get people to take action within the room during your meeting. You can also use what we have are button bars, and these button bars are just like Linktree. So if you're using Linktree or link in bio or anything like that, just pull whatever those popular links are, whether it's all your social media, whether it's a collection of white papers, whether it's your top 3 selling products that you're promoting or special incentives that you'd like people to sign up for, whatever you're using those links for, you can pull them in. And this is, again, just as easy as setting up that call to action, even easier because all this is select how many buttons you want. You can choose between 1 and 5 buttons and then label each button and put the URL and choose your colors. In this case, I've chosen a blue background and popping orange buttons, but you can choose whatever fits your mood, your brand, and your personality. There are two more important tools that I want to show you, and then a couple of quick things that we can hit for you as far as just helping you get the most out of your meeting. But the two most important things I want to show you are the web page popper. The web page popper is a way to bring interactive web pages into your room. So let's say that you want everyone to take an online quiz together. In this case, I am coaching. So I'm going to have everyone take a leadership style quiz. So if that page is iframe friendly, and you'll know because it'll either pass or fail, this page in the web page popper is going to let you share that interactively into the room. So everyone is now seeing this style quiz online, and everyone is able to take that quiz individually. No one else can see each other's answers. No one else can see what everyone has said, but we're all moving through the process together. I can answer questions and I can help them through. That privacy is important when you start talking about using the web page popper to do something like, for example, I'm popping up a Calendly booker here. I, again, do a lot of coaching and sales, and I want to meet with people both in these large groups, like so exciting today, but I also want to meet people individually. So I will pop in my calendar reminder here and say, hey, go ahead and book with me, book your follow-up right now. And people can go through and book, and whatever email and confidential details they share, their notes, etc., those are going to stay private. No one else can see them, but I'll still get the confirmation. And I know I've hooked them then. I know I've got them for that next one-on-one meeting. It's on their calendar. It's done. I don't have to chase them. And speaking of not chasing them, I know this is what the team is the most excited about. You're going to see when you go in and you start building your widgets yourself, an option for a tool called the attendee recorder. And this is a way to gather social proof and video feedback and testimonials right in your room. So think about it. You've gone through all the trouble of coordinating a meeting. You've got 10 people in the room. They're all excited. They're all thrilled about the new product that you've announced, the new opportunity, the incentive trips that you've just announced. And you want to keep that momentum going on your website, in your Discord groups, your WhatsApp groups, in social media, on your Instagram or your TikTok. Everyone's already here. They've already set up their camera and mic. Pop up this attendee recorder, and they'll be able to record quickly a short video giving you that feedback in video in real time. Once they finish recording, they can go back and re-record if they want to do another take, so it's really not hard to do. You'll see it was literally just a few button clicks to get to this point. If I wanted to re-record, I could do so. And then once they are done recording, you will have that video immediately available to you to use. So you get into a meeting, you get people excited, you convert them with your calls to action, you have them follow you on social media with button bars, you share your slides and video, and then you ask them to share with you their excitement, their questions, their feedback for you on what they've just learned or discovered about themselves or about the company. And then you can share that internally or externally. And we absolutely love that for the teams. We're already seeing people turn those attendee recordings into follow-up and growth and social growth online. So we would love to have you start using Meetin. When you start using, if you have questions, if you don't quite know how to get started and what to use the different widgets for, you're going to see a tutorials and contact support link here. This is going to take you to our support page, which includes dozens of in-depth video tutorials that will walk you through everything step by step. So you are not alone. Our email support is with you. We will help you. We will jump in rooms with you and give you that one-on-one support, walk you through creating widgets, whatever support you need to get the most out of this product. And that is the kind of support you will never get with the company like Zoom. So we're very excited to see you start to use it and start to get the most out of these meeting tools. And I'm going to go ahead and stop my share and turn it back over.
So Miranda, you haven't seen what we do with Triple R247, but I know that my leaders are taking this apart because this is what, remember, Stacy, I said you got to see the widgets.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys, is we do a lot of things with our web pages, and that's great, but we're going to be able to transform everything we do in Triple R to a better presentation. And we're going to be able to make it easier to do session ones, to do session twos, to get people through the process. And it's going to be just outlined and be there. It's, guys, the technology waves hit. And every now and then somebody figures it out and then you see it and you're kind of like, wow, like we're gonna have to go through a shift and a change. What do we gain out of it? Well, what we gain is we're going to have a way better way for everybody to share the message forward because the technology is going to do it for us, right? Now we got to create it. We're going to be in a transition to get all that done. But, the videos thing alone, you guys, more and more of us are building our social media reach. Social proof is something that'll never not be needed. Okay. And so, and you guys, we're not, we can use this to do obviously the session 1, 2, and 3s, our training meetings, all of our study halls. But in addition to that, we could launch a care hour where we talk about like Luminous Thursdays at 7 o'clock or whatever time you're doing it. And Miranda, can you tell them how many social media platforms can we broadcast this out to?
You can broadcast out to 5 social media destinations simultaneously. So you can live stream to your multiple YouTube channels, multiple Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you're streaming.
So you don't have to like do 5 different ones. You just do one, shared across the different ones that we're all building.
Exactly.
Okay, highlighting points, guys. I got a lot of notes from the time I took on this. We're gonna get it set up. And I have a question, Miranda. If let's say that we have like all the documents are set up, is there a way to press that from one person to another person, or is that something we just got to copy and paste individually?
Absolutely. So we actually allow you to bundle and share. So we know we have a creator economy here. So any Meetin user can bundle and share all of the tools they've created, all the materials they've uploaded. Give it a name, my sales session 1 bundle, for example, and then you'll get a link to copy. And any other Meetin user that you give that link to will be able to put that bundle into their room, and it's going to be synced to the creator. So Rory, if you create a bundle of materials that you and Stacy and the team have created and you send that link out to your users, everyone who subscribes to that bundle will get updates whenever you change that bundle, whenever you upload new PowerPoint presentations, update the calls to action, etc., and then they'll be able to customize it from there.
So awesome. And you guys, I knew the answer to that, but I just want you guys to hear like, so why would Rory look at making a change on something so fundamental as our conference rooms? Well, because it comes with all of this, right? And we have great presentation videos and we have great ways we're teaching everybody to do the BRT process, but there's ways to do it better. Always, I'm looking for that technology piece, right? The way to work smarter. And, we already bring people in and we do these BRTs and we have these like pending PBSs and pending, BRT and just like we do with the BFA event, we're inviting them in. Well, eventually you guys, we're going to have a pretty solid proven process on how to really, I guess the word would be mine, those prospects, those students that we have to get them going forward and do it smart. We do one-on-one and get them in. If they don't do that, now we're going to invite them into group sessions so they can see social awareness and realize they're not alone and let's build this together. all with professional tools that's 100% duplicatable to use. Right? So we create them, we share them, we teach it, do what we do, get what we get is part of this exact process. Okay, Miranda, let's see. I'm gonna, you guys, we're gonna be doing this over the next, course of the week. So we're not just gonna jump and we got to do it smart. But let's go over pricing. Okay, so we had discussion. We went through stuff. They came back with the special triple R247 pricing. I just want you guys to know, like, we are blessed for this rate. I'm also going to tell you that the costs for me to do the exact same thing using Zoom is right around $300, and that's with me negotiating it with Zoom down. Okay. So we have two price points. Miranda, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull up that link.
Fantastic.
Because we got this created just in time for me today. They've been great to work with. And you guys, I'm just gonna say this. Do you guys know how hard it is for me to get Zoom to do anything? I'm just gonna put this out there. It's a frustration. Miranda's, I got texts back and forth with Miranda. I get emails back and forth. Like we have a support channel if something is to need an issue. You guys, when Zoom goes down, we just have to suffer. And when there's an issue, we just have to suffer. That's important to me. But I add all this stuff up and it was like going, I like where this is going, but you guys, it just feels so fun knowing we get to play with some more stuff that's actually going to better our lives. So let me share this screen. And again, guys, I put it on you guys will see this here in a second here. Um, all right, so RRR247.com/meeting, right? Meeting. I love saying it now. I'm gonna pull up the special rate and I'll put some more stuff on here. If you go to meeting directly, the price, I think it's double this, right?
Yes. You're
So
getting a huge discount.
yeah, and I guys, I way appreciate it, how we do it. You also get a trial the way it's set up. So the Meeting Pro, and you guys, they don't have a free version. I know that, and just so you guys know, I know that some of you guys are on a free version, like with Zoom, it's limited to like 40 minutes and all that stuff. And I know it's a good place to start. But when you're really diving in and teaching anybody, you need these tools, and it's $14.95 a month. And you can even get it less if you do the annual. But the Meet and Webinar, this is the version we're going to be using to run the entire Triple R247 because it handles everything, and they have the ability to take us past 1,000. Now, right now, that's good for us, but we can increase that and do other things as we get there. There's some other things that are on the horizon, and it's really cool. But you guys, I'm going from $300 a month as a company, right? Which is, we need it, to $24.95 a month with this plan, and I'm still like, this is just crazy good. Okay, crazy good. And the other thing I'm just going to put on here as just a mention is, you guys, when we get our leadership and the MSIs have big teams and they're over 200 people, and that happens. They can just jump up to this and be able to still keep those study halls going at that big size without incurring hundreds of dollars a month in expenses. Okay, so I'll look at this as an overall thing, and I just want to break it down once so you guys understand, like we go this direction. We get all these bonus meeting rooms, and I guess so. On the $14.95, they get 2 rooms, correct?
Correct. So you have your primary room, and then you have a free bonus room for secondary team, secondary call series, whatever you need additional branding or second call series and scheduling for.
So let me explain that in our use. You're going to have one that you can just use to do like, your BRT process and individual stuff on. And then you can also have another one that you do your study hall in. So they're 2 different ones. And what's really good about this is you can actually make an admin person on your study hall. Let's say you got a conflict. Let's say that you got your study hall going and you also had a BRT that you needed to do. You could break out and do that BRT in your other room as long as you have an admin running the other room, correct? Rhonda?
Yes. Yep.
You guys,
Got
that right there, that right there, based on how we've been doing things, you know, Tanya and I we have two other Zoom rooms other than the corporate one, and we actually have five accounts. We don't need five accounts when we have the webinar. One of those kind of redundant, like we can do all of it with four rooms on the meet and webinar. Because I have the three bonus meeting rooms. So I will have one for instructors, the leadership, the main one. And then we also have one that I can use for my individual study halls, right? And then so you know, and I can always run mine like the guys, this is just it's insane the value we get and everything that we get to do. But you guys, um the way that it utilizes, it's so simple, it's so crisp, it's it's amazing. And you know, now I want to see like, you know, there's so many people we get on and see if they can handle it. They've been proven. How long has Meeting been around?
We have been around for about 3 years and have done a huge amount of expansion in the last year alone. A lot of
I
these widgets and tools you've been using have been added within the last year from our user pool of feedback.
And when I saw it, these weren't there. So I saw it pre this, then to see this again was like, oh my gosh, they did what they said they were going to do. I heard things, and this is awesome. Okay, guys, I just, you know, we're going to adapt. We're going to teach it. We're going to go over it. I'm going to be again. We'll announce when things happen. But as long as you guys access your link, you know, you'll know when you go to a meeting because it'll go to the meeting room and instead of the Zoom, right? And we'll be announcing it. I'll be emailing it out there. We'll be updating the links everywhere, right? As we transition. But you know, that's gonna happen as it happens, you know. We could do it today. I got everything pretty much set up, but what we need to set up next is I get with the MSIs, we perfect how we perform or do our presentations and trainings, and we create those bundles and the widgets so that we have a very effective tool to do things. Now, I'm going to say this, do not stop what you're doing until that's done. And we're going to test it. We're going to do it ourselves until it's there. Do what you do. Just know that we've got new technology coming to make it easier, but do not wait for it. Keep going. I can't stress that enough, right? That's, you know, whenever you change, even though this is an amazing change, I don't mean there's no reason not to make this change. There's every reason to do it. We just got to transition, get it done right, and migrate. And then it'll be, you know, standard. And anybody new coming in, they won't know about Zoom anymore. They'll listen about these links. And, you know, we got to make sure we update it everywhere we have it. And I got a lot of setup to do for how we're going to be using it because my head is like going, oh my gosh, look what we can do with this technology. Let's set things up and get things going. And I also know that in today's world, I'll stop my share for a second. In today's world, presentation and you know that first impression is so important. If we have technology to do a better job, they're going to be more open to it. I mean, things are so flashy and shiny, and you guys, we do a great job in our communication, but we've got to, you know, if we're really a technology driven company, we got to lead with technology. And I'm going to say something about this. What we're going to show them is going to blow them away for now because you guys, there's no way everybody knows about this. Like I've asked a lot of my friends, they don't even know about this company. You know, they're 3 years old. There's no like saturation point on it. Everybody's familiar with Zoom finally, right? Well, when they see this compared to like that, it's going to be like, oh, these guys have something cool. We're going to start winning them over on the wow factor. And and the thing about it is, and I know you guys get this, the easier we make it to communicate what we have and how things work, the better. Now I'm going to add another component to this. Kim, Kim, no. The answer is no on that. I'll get there in a second. Yes, there is an absolute wisdom to this. And I'm going to tell you guys as we're teaching you how to do the social media outreach and the marketing and do the tools, if we create the method to do a Luminous presentation, we create the method to do a AM PM essentials presentation. Now we all can do that and we can launch that within our groups and hold a special hour to teach about this and get that message conveyed using technology and a presentation that just makes sense. And also, you guys, I don't know, you guys saw that call to action button on the top. As we're doing that, we can actually drive customers, or if we're doing a recruiting message, we can drive recruits in and drive in, you know, a fear of loss, like first come, first serve. We can drive, specials. We can do all sorts of things through that dynamic. And one thing that we know, right, is if you're, one thing we know is when we're broadcasting out the messages and things to go forward, we want that interaction, right? We want to be growing and building an audience. Miranda, what happens when we share our our meeting room with TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and those other people are commenting on the YouTube or commenting on TikTok or commenting on Facebook? What happens?
Okay, great question. So we have direct integrations with Facebook and YouTube. So when you share and stream an event to Facebook and YouTube, you'll actually be given the option to bring those comments into your meeting room, into your meeting chat. So you'll be able to see those comments without having to have another screen or another device, which I've seen, or even another user managing those comments to feed you questions and feedback from the audience. It'll all come into chat. You'll be able to feature and pop up those messages into chat and into your main room so that people can share and people can really see the excitement building on multiple platforms while you're talking.
And I'll translate that just a little bit for us is, we have separate moderators that run it with our YouTube, and I cannot share on multiple platforms, nor is that feature coming anytime soon. So I was really intrigued with this feature on Meetin because I want to put it out any platform that we're running. We can do now. We primarily use YouTube and Facebook, which is what they're set up best for. And the thing about this is I can run this on the Anchor support. I can run it on my Rory Rickard page if I want to choose it there at the same time, but I can also run it on our main YouTube, and I can also put it on another YouTube in like five locations, right? And you guys, it's so awesome for what we've been trying to teach you guys and where we're going with our online marketing, so that when this came up again, I was like, oh, this is perfect timing, because we're starting to get everybody involved in their groups, their Facebook group pages, and building audiences, whether it's for personal care, making money, all the different areas, or all the above. And now we have tools to help communicate that. But keep this in mind, right? Yes, we do things in groups and we do things as individuals, growing groups. Not all of us are going to want to run a group, and that's okay, as long as we have people in the team that can do it. And then, and we can actually tie things in and have a special hour. So for instance, I could work with, right? We work with the teams, and we can have people that are really, really good at doing the Luminous. I'll use that as an example because of things that are coming, right? So you guys could be promoting the Luminous in a Thursday thing at 7 o'clock, and that could be on my group and really four other groups at the same time because of that broadcast ability. This is what they got to be like admins on the page. We'll go through the process on it, right? So Miranda, they can spread that out like that, correct?
Yes, they can. Pages and profiles for sure as well.
So what I'm saying is, like, one person in the group can really help the whole team that's built up this awesome situation. And then eventually, five is great. They can also, like, hey, we're going to invite you over here, or cross group it. We can do so much as a team because of this tool, and it opens up things that we just didn't have before. Like, we had like sectionalized stuff, and the more open we can make it, the better. Yes, we get different crowds, right? I have a different feel of people on my Instagram that I do on my Facebook. They're just different. And that's and more I do all that, but there's common ground in some things, right? And to be able to, like, broadcast out to them, deal with the stuff back and forth. And also they're gonna be able to see that there's a lot more people here than on that plot. They're gonna be, guys, it looks bigger because it is bigger. Like, when people come on our YouTube channel and they see 100 people there, they don't see the other 200, 300 that are over here and the other 100 are over there. They don't see all that until we do this. Now it'll even feel bigger, like it should. Like, I just love this for all sorts of aspects. And then Miranda, we can have you come on for another training, right?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to.
So you guys, we'll get things going. We have questions. We'll write them all down. You guys, the MSIs, we're gonna be picking this apart and setting things up. Like we gotta learn all this stuff, and then as we go through there, if we need more training, we can have Miranda come on and make sure everybody learns it all. Because don't this is I see Karen on here, Karen Needham. This is gonna be fun for you to pick apart. I'm already like because we're gonna like develop that right sequence of things. You guys, we have such technologically like awesome minds here, and when we get a piece of technology like this and we go do what we do, we're gonna have some effective tools. And the whole Karen, I knew it. That's why I'm like, I know her camera's on. You guys, when you understand what this does, this is like it just opens up a whole nother tool belt for us. And you never know what's going to come tomorrow. That's why we train all the time. And now we have this, we have a tool to get in there. But the whole purpose of me wanting her on here today is so you guys know, hey, we're in development of this. Here's where it's at. We're going to start getting these groups all figured out. And that widget group, I'll be more specific, so that we all have the tools we need to present better, right? And I do my session ones, right? I'm on the phone, I get to know them, but when it comes time to like bring them into the Keystone presentation, if I can keep them captivated and bring them in to see the technology, now they're in. And by the way, Meetin to launch a Meetin thing is super, it's quick, easy. It looks great on cell phones. I've already done all that. But I'm just letting you guys know it's freaking awesome. And they can come in there and we can guide them right to the Keystone presentation. So they pull it up on their side, right? They just click on the link, they can go to it. So you can just make that like we'll walk through the process. Here's what you do, here's how you do it. And you can just have one room just for doing the presentation for the Keystone. And then obviously we set them this stuff, they get set up for the payment, set their PBS up, and then they're in the training rooms. Everybody has two rooms with this. So you can have one set up just for presenting and growing your team, and the other one you can use for your group studies. And then we'll tie in, we'll figure out all these other presentations on the product specifics more. And it's just, it's such a dynamic on training. And we're all visual learners. We all got to see stuff. Things got to be hands-on. We got to be able to see people go around. The tools are just here now. And it's just, I know I'm just excited. Miranda, I think I could go through like so much more with you, but I think let's get this going. We'll see how much help we need and then schedule another training if needed. Does that sound good for now?
Sounds fantastic. I would love to join your team and help you walk through and learn what you need to do to get the most out of it.
Great. So we're gonna go. I mean, we got some pretty good minds here. And also, Miranda, do you want to share your screen and just show them where all the resources for training are?
Yeah, let me just
That'll
pop
be
up
the
my
one
screen
thing
real quick.
that's the one, yeah, if you can, you might be quicker than mine.
No
And
problem.
you guys, everything in the widgets and how to do everything. They've already got training done for it all.
So again, once you have logged in, you're going to sign up, you're going to choose your meeting room name, and you're going to set up your username and password, and then you're going to go to your meeting room and start setting everything up. If you get lost or want help at any time, you're going to go to the menu and click tutorials, contact support. And that is going to open up our first level of support for you. We have an entire wiki in the background as well, but this is where you're probably going to live. You'll see our email support here. We always respond within 24 hours. If it's a 911, you'll get help sooner. But in the meantime, start exploring these videos. There's a quick start video to give you an overview, and then getting started videos, toolbar items, advanced topics like we talked about, building your own widgets and sharing them with other people, creating all of your widgets. You'll see they're all here and it'll walk you through all of that process. So if you get stuck, you don't know what an option is for, or you really can't figure out what you would use a widget for while you're building out your room, this is where you're going to go for those references to get the help that you need, or contact support. We'd love to help you.
Awesome. All right, Miranda. Um, I think that's great. I'll let you get back to your day. I appreciate your time, and um, thank you for everything.
Fantastic. Thank you. It's going to be fun working with you and the team here. You've got a great crowd, I can tell, that are really engaged and excited to get started. So we'll look forward to that. Take care, everybody.
All right, thanks, Miranda. I'm gonna move this. We're gonna move on to some stuff. So let's see. Right. I love the feedback, you guys. You guys, so we'll get this going. Um, I'm gonna say that like anything, don't make it a distraction from your steady work, right? Keep your stuff going, but just know that we're gonna be getting the tools ready, and this will be our delivery mechanism to utilize it. So we'll have our ways to do things. This will be an additional way to present. This will be an additional way to do things. But as we're doing our study halls, a study hall in this, there's yes, and there's a lot more things we didn't cover. I just want to make sure we covered the main things as to how we're going to use them. And then we'll let our whizzes here just tear it apart. Well, I know we're going to find some really cool things we can do with it. Here's what I want to move to and continue on. So building your Facebook groups and your TikTok, whatever you're fond of building. Okay. Um, I live in Instagram and Facebook mainly. I don't do much with TikTok, but I'm going to start allowing TikTok to just kind of grow and do its thing. I might figure that out, but I can when I do my where I do my Rory presentations, I can do those to those groups, right? And it just opens that up, right? So we're gonna be teaching this a lot more. But now let's go back to the Facebook groups. We need to be growing those. We need to be doing those, in a team. And if you're not ready to do one yourself, that's okay. And you might have a Facebook group that's only got 50 people or 70 people in it or 100 people in it. You still treat it like there's a million. I don't care who you are, you got to build it. You guys, I've been watching I'm part of several groups, right? And I do it to market, find like-minded people, right? To me, it's just another big way to network. That's all it is, actually. It's a networking solution for me. So I'm doing all this and I'm building all that stuff up there. But what's really cool is when you control the group and you do a live viewing, you got an audience that can watch the replay, they can watch this there on that platform. And there's no way that's not going to benefit us more by utilizing that. We're going to sell a lot more products. We're going to drive a lot more traffic to our PBSs, right? Everything's going to grow and increase with social media better than about any tool I've seen otherwise. And this doesn't increase our costs other than, I mean, I guess the $14.95 a month, but we're not going to be spending money on YouTube per user. It's more organic fed stuff. And our videos that we do and the stuff that we do on YouTube also gets indexed. And I can't stress this enough on the YouTube channels is remember who owns YouTube? It's the Alphabet company, but it's basically a Google company now, right? It's Google. It's Google, guys. Okay. I'm also going to let you guys know a few things. So I'm going to focus just on YouTube for the next little bit. YouTube is owned by Google. Google and YouTube, it's basically, we're talking the same company. It's a big company, lots of moving pieces. But you know how they pay? For their side of things. Okay. So when you're doing your videos and you're doing all your things, right? You can put advertisements on the replays. It's Google AdSense, folks. So I get two Google AdSense payments. I get one from my sites. I get one from my YouTube. Google AdSense. Used to all be combined. Now it's two different payments. If you have a Google AdSense account and this goes vice versa, so hear me out. If you have a Google AdSense account, you can only have it on one email. You can't have multiple. Don't set up two. Don't cause a problem. You only have one. But if you already have Google AdSense on your PBS, for instance, and you get YouTube, it's going to be easier to turn that on. They already know who you are. You've already been validated. It's going to be easier to get YouTube on there. Now, they don't let you monetize on YouTube till you have X amount of followers. Well, you're going to get X amount of followers if you market and drive stuff from everything that we do. And if you're really good about the headlines you use and the thumbnails you use, and these are things that we got to just, teach and go over. And we have some people that are very, very good at it. Okay. Now, the magic number for monetization and getting a lot more awareness and getting other opportunities to market is 10,000. Actually, that's a lot of people don't even have that many. Now you can monetize, I don't know if you need 500. It's a small number you need to start monetizing. But once you get 10,000, things start happening in a bigger way. Now I have channels that have, like 11,000. I don't have any major channel like on YouTube because I use it just to do training here. But you can open another channel up that's specific for something else, right? You can have multiple channels in YouTube. And remember, we can broadcast on 5 with this tool. Okay. So I'm going to talk about the YouTube channel and the theming of it and branding. Okay. So if you have a Facebook group on, senior citizens making money online, for instance, then you want to make sure you want to match that channel on YouTube so that they're the same, if at all possible. So you can drive one to the other, so you can take advantage of that type of a medium. And then you want to make sure that in your setup and structure, you are specific about that. Okay. So today I'm gonna go to let me share my screen. Now remember, if you have a Gmail account, I'm gonna go ahead and close this down. Use I love affiliate programs. You guys look for that. They I did have that conversation because that'd be nice if there was like a referral, but they don't run that. They set it for companies. Instead, we just got special pricing. Um, our commissions we're going to focus, obviously, you guys, our PPS Vortex we focus on, but this I wanted the lowest freaking price possible. I didn't want to build something that we carried over because we could have done our own thing and carried in the PBS Vortex. Some things you just don't need to do that with. And I felt like this needed to be as cheap as possible. Go with that as a tool. Um, so that's what we did. Now I'm done with that. I'll come back over there. Let me go over this. So speaking of YouTube, here is the AI prompt ad posting from Angie. It's there, but I'm going to give you guys all the link. If you did this or not, you want to watch this. Okay. And I'm going to share this link in the chat. And I want everybody to go ahead and click on that and then just set it aside so you can do that later. All right. Now, there's a lot of things that I need to do better. Here's the Rory RRR247 channel. And there's a ton of stuff on here. I'm really pushing people to the BFA event from it now. This is the branding change I've made recently. There's the Angie one that just came on. It's, and we'll see. This is, you guys, incredible training. Like, incredible. There's some great stuff. And Stacy's trainings are all in there, right? If you go look at the videos and stuff that's out there, they're indexed that way. There's a wealth of training that we have. We'll go through all that. What I need to do is I need to go through all the trainings and get rid of the ones that are no longer relevant from years ago, right? And I've been working on that. There's 959 videos. And this is an awesome situation to have. Okay. But I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go into my channel. So, once you're logged in and you have a channel or you can view your channel, you can create a channel. All that stuff it's on this side here, but I'm gonna go view my channel right here. And there's ways to customize the channel, manage videos. Everything's just it's in here. And believe it or not, there's YouTube's videos to watch. How do you do this? I'm gonna go here to customize channel. and just show you you have things you can do here for your banner image, your icon, right? The name of your channel, um, your handle. And I kept mine, Roy Rickard, because that's how we started. I don't dare change it now. Um, they have some nonsense that I don't do, but this description is the default description that's going to show up on every one of your videos. You want to set this up so that you have a default, right? Whatever that may be. Now, mine, obviously, I'm driving everybody to our community. You'll see that I send them to contact us. I send them to the Goya lines this way. They can get more information on the BFA because that's the main focus I'm doing for. I mean, because either anybody that's in this channel is one of two things. They're an active student keeping up with the training, or they might be an inactive student, or somebody that's curious that found this another way, right? And I have two things. I just use it for active and not so active like students. The third is what I opened up because now I'm marketing this channel to get new people in based on, hey, you can make money working with us online. Here's who we are. Here's how to get connected with us, right? So that's what I chose to do with this channel. But if you did your own channel and whatever your message of your channel, this is where you put that so it's always there. But I would definitely have links in there and things to guide them to do more, right? And then this is the channel URL. And then my custom URL that sends them there, and then I can post this out, put this in different places, right? Um, then I have like some links, right? So get started, 750 a month is there. Get an instructor. So people want to get help, go there, right? And I can always put like join Bella Vita, right? But I chose not to because we have so many instructors. But you could do this anything you want to do on these links, right? And this is all part of your profile. I need to delete that. Um, got my email, the one I use for my marketing. The video watermark, I put this on the videos at the end just so that I put a watermark on it. You can do all sorts of things. This is all done here. It's all there, right? And then you can make your changes. Home tab. I went with then I have like my posts. And some of us might have a lot more posts and short videos. It's something I really should do on here. But this is your home tab, and you can choose what it shows, right? And this is where you do it all. This is these things, but this profile and all that stuff, getting that set up is great, right? Then you got your analytics, you got all your customers, everything's over here, and you got your earn stuff, which is where you basically set up your Google AdSense to get paid, and all that stuff is there. All right. And I know there's like a minimum subscribers or people on there for you to get monetized, but even if you're not monetized yet, you're going to be going there to get monetized. Also, I know that if you have YouTube channels and you're linking it to your PBS, and your PBS is linking to your YouTube videos, because like let's say you did a video. So for instance, and I'm gonna state this: if it's on RRR247, it's for the growth of the business, right? It's for the growth of our community. So I'm gonna go back to my dashboard. Actually, I want to go to the channel itself. I'm gonna go to Angie's video, right? And I got her video here. And I'm going to go to my rory3.com. I'm going to do a new page. Okay. Now I've got, I've got, I'm using this as an example. You guys could use the same example, but this would be the same example if you had your YouTube channel and let's say you did a video on Luminous. Okay. Obviously, it's your YouTube channel, your Luminous video. Okay, and however long, and then you do a page and you add that, you embed that video so that everybody can see it, right? And I gotta check one thing really quick, but I'm gonna do this. So I'm just gonna put AI. So let's go look at it. I'm gonna do the same title, same title. Okay, I'm gonna go to my rank math, same keyword, right? Oh, I'm gonna use this as a way to sell a PBS and cross market the way I do, right? But I already have it as a video and it'll drive here, right? And you guys, this training is like this is meat and potatoes. People like it makes sense on how things work. It drives more stuff in there. There's no downside to this, right? And this is something I can share with, past students, anything. There's so many, I see this, and my mind is always in that circular place. So I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna show you. I go here to share, I click on embed, I grab that code. Now I'm gonna go to my page. I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna go to custom HTML, and sometimes if it doesn't say that as type, it'll bring it up. But custom HTML, I'm gonna make this a heading. I'm just gonna put that in there so that I'm meeting my little my points, right? Stuff we got to do. It's a heading too. I'm okay with that because of the way I'm doing this page. I'm gonna go to text, make that blue because I like that scheme. I'm gonna make those headings. I'm gonna center them. I'm gonna go to the background, make them my. I like that. You guys know I like my yellow FC F100. And then this will be a heading as well. In blue. I'm going to do another space because I got to do an HTML. Text in blue. And I'm going to go and get the Keystone video, right? So to get the Keystone video, I just go to RRR247.com/Keystone. Do you know what? Welcome to the complete overview of the performance blogging system, or PBS as we like to call it for short. My name is Rory Rickard, and I am the creator. I don't, let's see, copy link and thumbnail. I'm going to try to see if that works because otherwise I'm going to get it from a different way. Yeah, I need to get that code. So I'm gonna go here. So actually, I want to use the actual code, so I'll just grab that. And I'm not gonna see it. Does that keystone code, does it automatically change? There we go. I don't like it that way. So get the code. I think we all have it different places, but not that you guys would be doing this. I'm just doing this in my example. Um, yeah, that's fine. I think we're good. Okay, now I'm gonna go here. And I don't have words, obviously. I want an image, right? Um, I'm gonna show you guys another little thing you guys might already know. I'm gonna pull up Roy3.com, or I guess I can do 1f16.com, 1f16.com. And I'm gonna minimize it. I'm gonna go to I'm snipping tool. I know Macs has something similar. I'm gonna go new, and then I'm gonna highlight just like a section like this to show, right? And I can do this with any image or whatever else. And I'm just gonna save this as 1f16.com screenshot. And that will go to my downloads. I'm gonna go here. So obviously, you guys get, I'm building a page. This is something easy for me to write about, of course. I do. Oh, so I want this image. So I'm going to come on here. Um, I'm going to add my image. Click upload. I'll go to my downloads and grab that one. And this is a little big, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go align center. And normally I wouldn't let a whole image be on there in that size, but I'm going to have it go auto, so it'll go full size. But I can go this resolution and go medium or thumbnail, but I'm gonna leave it full size because of what it is. Normally I wouldn't do that with an image, but this one I am. Um, I have this. Oh, let's go by pretty quick. And now I am gonna go to my, what did I do? Oh, dangerous guys. I wasn't done with this one. And I started editing on this one. So I'm just gonna hit this back. Good, let me out of there. I'm gonna come here and just save for good measure. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm going to my home page because I want this. Just because I always put that, on a created page. I want to put that comment thing on the bottom. come here. I'm gonna go to make that a list. Just make it, kind of easy to read. And I got a pretty good article out of that, right? And again, I can do this with anything, whether it's, any video, I can create a page around it. I did it on this one. And what I'm gonna do here, right? Um, as I'll go here. Oh, Angie, hold on a second. I also should do this. And I'm gonna list hers because I'm gonna, obviously give her credit for what she did.
She's
Thank you,
four
Karen.
F's. Yeah.
Yeah. I personally don't care. Send him somebody. Of course I don't care, but I'm gonna make that like bold. So, they can go around, they can see what she did and just kind of get an understanding of it, right? And what this does for me is it gives me a cross reference to that video, right? And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you guys this. So save. I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna go to my backup, and and this is the question: like, do I want to like make this as a floating page, or do I want to add it to one of my things in here? So like, here's e-business and e-marketing. Oh, it kind of fits in there, right? And I got this work from home solutions. I've been doing some stuff in there, but I'm gonna go look at my e-business and e-marketing page. And I'm gonna have some fun with this. And so I'm just gonna show you guys an example, just teaching you everything. And also, it doesn't hurt me to put it here. My categories, I'm focusing on my categories to be super effective and more items, right? I'm working on that on the Rory 3. So I opened up both, right? Open up both. I'm gonna come here and e-business and right here. So it's gonna be in here, right? And I'm gonna do a new page, new Google Doc. You guys are used to this process, right? I'm gonna just I'm gonna do this right so you guys see all the steps right. I'm not gonna miss anything. And I'm gonna leave it Angie Bond AI like this. And I'm gonna come here, make that my title. Boom. That's my keyword. Am I gonna add some more? My slug. I know I didn't do the meta right because it's not done right. So it's not long enough, so I might add another sentence. Um, Copy that and make that match that up there. It's a little bit longer, but I still want to put this in here. I'll come here, put that as the meta. I want to add, let's see how did it see on my stuff? Now, I'm not over 600 words and the image thing and the density. So, I'm not gonna be done with this. So let me finish what I'm doing. Somehow I thought I'd be closer, but it's okay. Um, so I copied this. We're gonna add to this. We're gonna add PBS. Wait, performance logging system, PBS, and hopefully that didn't take me over. 1.9, I'll leave it because I'm gonna add some more words. Click on this, click on that, put that there. That'll solve that. That takes me up. I'm at 81. Yes. Enough items in here. Let's see. I'm gonna make that that's a heading. I'm a heading two. I'm just gonna keep it that way on this. It's fine. Blue. 2, 3, 4. Check my word count. I'm at 666. I can't stay at that, but let me so I'm gonna do the same thing. Just go make a list. Fold the first part. You guys know my style by now. Fold. Right. I got past that number. That was weird. Okay, so 724. I don't know if I'm missing anything else. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, we're good. Now I feel fine with it. You know, that extra effort makes a difference. Copy, exit. Um, I got performance blogging system and PBS as keywords. Right. And then I definitely need to index it, but there I've backed it up. You guys saw me back it up. So I can close that out now. This page is ready for me to close out too, but I'm going to grab this and then I'm going to go to my e-business and e-marketing and my all things. Okay. And I'm going to keep the same title on there. So I'm going to go here, heading 3, and then I gotta hyperlink it, right? So I just go here. It's easy when it's the last page you just did. It's usually right on the top. But that's all I gotta do, or I would type it in there. There's my leading. Enjoy the education of AI prompt ad posting with Angie Bond here, right? It's very specific. You want to see it's right there. So I did that. Let me go do my hyperlink. Okay. So I put that on there, add a little bit more because I want to make sure it blends in the size, right? These are all the same size. All right, you'll see that. I don't need to put an image on it per se. Maybe I do. Like I'm good right now. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to hit save, but I'm not done with this. I am going to open this up and go to code editor. I'm going to come back to it in a second. I'm going to all things e-business and e-marketing. Um, and you guys, these are so long. Like I shouldn't have done this. That should only be that short down here too. Short. We want these short. So I know people are like, if you look at mine, they go, Rory's got long one. No, that's how it used to be. No, we want to have very little on the top. It's got to be an index. It's got to look exactly like an index only. I'll stress that enough. Heading 3, and it's a different page. I got to rewrite this. Okay. This spell right. Let's see. Um, So I say it two different ways, which is very effective and beneficial, right? We don't want to have duplicate. We just can't. It just doesn't work in today's world. So that's done. These are all there, right? Now I'm going to come here and I'm going to hit save. I'm going to hit the three dots and go to code editor. Why? Because I got to back those up too. So I go in here. I'm going to go back to my backup. I'm going to go to category pages and e-business and e-marketing. And then all things e-business and e-marketing. Then I'm going to get rid of, so backspace. This is the all things one. So I'll go to all things, not that one. All things. I'm going to grab this and copy it. Oops. Copy that. Paste that there. So this one's done. I can close it. This is done. I'm going to exit code editor, save it just for good measure, and then close it. This is doing it right, right habits, right? Here's the e-business and e-marketing one. Exit that, save for good measure. I'm going to go to this one and highlight, erase it, and then paste a new one. And that's done too. So there you go. I've made those changes. I added it to another category. And the e-business and e-marketing, I mean, that's an e-marketing thing you put in there. Now that's there. What's good, right, is again, I built that page, right? It's there. It's on a YouTube video. And so I gotta do another change here. Hold on. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna go to my YouTube video where it's at, right here. I'm gonna link it there as well, right? I'm gonna link it to this video as well. Like that's what I would do anyway, right? Now I got a lot more stuff in here because it's on the training site, it's there, but I'm gonna put this here, right? And then I have my normal stuff below it. That's still fine, but I am gonna link that there. If I have somebody click that watches this video and clicks through here, do you know who's gonna know? Google. And I want them to. I want them to see proof and validity of the structure and the content, right? Now, I'm using it for the performance blogging system, PBS links to put that stuff out there, and tie it here. It shows training. This is just an example. It may not, drive the most amount of traffic, but it's something to do with that every time you build a page. And then the one thing I got to do, right, is go into classifieds for free. Let's see if I'm logged in. Oh, I'm not. Hold on. Bring that back up. I'm logged in from another page so I don't get off YouTube. Oh, gotta do this fun little ad thing. Is it gonna work this time? Oh, it is. Okay, we'll wait. You guys, Google Ads. If anybody wants to know if Google Ads work, Google Ads not only does it help us monetize, but it also makes this service work. We want proof that what we're doing works. You're going to see it being done by companies that have been doing it forever. Classifieds for free has been out forever. It's just we all got to participate in the same thing. So anyway, here's this. I always go to my ads and then do that. I'll do that next, but I'm going to post an ad, right? And I should absolutely use what she taught in the training. I'm gonna do a kind of a good job with it already, but I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna put this under um internet. Okay. My header is gonna be use the internet and AI scripts to add post market to be effective in ad posting. And I'm just gonna put that on there. Okay, right? And I'm gonna put my URL there. Now, so I have that. Now I just got to look at images, right? What do I have? And I have the options one, which I'm going to use, right? Um, Even though it sends them to a, it sends them the option one. Like I'm doing this to get that. I want to drive traffic for what it is. So the prompt ad posting, right? But I am going to put the options in there as well. And I might just put that one image, right? But I'm also going to show social media. And I had another idea to put in here. Oh yeah, I'll show this. There we go. So I'm gonna hit post ad, right? There's my ad, right? Then I always like to grab this. I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna I'll go to headlines and ad training. Um, I got options, options. I'm gonna put it under this one. I'm just gonna go new Google Docs, create and share. I recommend you guys create one of these for every freaking ad you do, and the reason being is is real simple. If you get stopped and you want to go back, it's just you can have it here versus trying to find it in classifieds for free. It's just good to have it. You guys, I'm giving it to you guys for training. So let me go ahead and lock this. So you guys know where it is. It's under the CFF ads. I got the options. Here's another one, right? This is on this. And not that you guys would create this page, you could, but I'm showing you an example of how I tie it in my YouTube and let you guys see where that's at. I showed you guys how I modified the link, right? So when someone goes to that one, so I'm going to go pull it up right here.
Fun image.
This is her, and guys, like she brings everything here. And amazing preparation on this, guys. And she's gonna be doing another one Thursday. I would definitely attend. Like I get like I watched this. I've watched it almost 4 times. I'm almost there, and she put so much into this. I'm just like, oh my gosh! And she teaches it so well. I like I knew it was good. Stacy sent me a message like you're gonna like she knew I was gonna like this, but guys, it is good, really good. And her team helped do all this stuff. I know Karen's got hands and stuff. Guys, this is really good training. So I put this here, but then right here it comes down here and it says, here's a document for use in training because she has this thing is there. And I have this stuff that's here. And um that's what it shows. Did I not update that? Oh, here it is. So here's this, right? and I just got to hit save. So now when I go back to the video that is on, right, I'm going to refresh it. And there it is, but now it has this, right? And when somebody clicks from here to here, that's awesome validation, and it helps with everything, like the see how it ties together, right?
I'm going to run
Sorry, let me
software right now, and let me show the results in 3.
So you guys are seeing like this in this is how it all ties together, right? And if I do that with every video and every page, all it's going to do is just put more links that are out there and the benefit of it. And and then the thing about it is, what I like about this, I'm not, the Tenny has that, I don't use it, but this Angie Bond AI prompt ad posting, AI prompts, that's a searchable thing up here. So if I type AI prompt, right? And people are looking for AI prompts and stuff that's out there, that could show up there if a lot of people show. So right now, this is like, again, looking at keywords is there, right? It's a very, it's a thing. And as this goes in there, like anything you do, it could be added to the search inside YouTube. And the more traffic you have, the more it's going to view up there. So like all these things, you just want to like, do it in a circular motion and kind of cover it all, right? Now, if I type Angie, I don't know if it's going to show up yet. I just put it there, right? It also knows I'm looking for it. There, it's right there. So this is sponsored. Angie AI prompt, we're number 1. Right? If someone types in Angie Bond, okay, look at this. That's sponsored. There's Angie. She's got a channel, and that can send people to her channel, which we want to do. I'm going to subscribe to hers. But this is why I do this with the leaders. Why do I put their stuff in there? This is why. Because I want to drive, we're one big organization, right? Stacy, if you put Stacy Southward and you do a search in YouTube, apparently she sings. Look at that, Stacy. Okay, she pops up here. I'm subscribed to her. She's got 330 subscribers, so she's growing, right? This is sponsored. Then you come here, boom, boom, sponsored, boom, boom. There's Stacy. This is another one you have or whatever. Boom, boom. Yeah, she's got. Look. It keeps going. So if somebody wants to like say, who's this Stacy I'm talking to? I'm giving her social proof through YouTube by storm. She's doing the work. But it also, I could help her by doing it. And this is something that I've been focusing on, trying to promote all this and putting the credit where credit needs to be, done. But if anybody's working in Stacy's team or a new person comes in, like, who's this Stacy Southward? She's a brand of it. She's a shared brand, right? Oh, I'm a shared brand. We're all building this up together. I'm going to promote the heck out of that. Pretty cool, right? And so some of the stuff, you leave the old stuff that's there. All it does is drive stuff there. But if someone wants to know, like, oh, do you really teach and do stuff? Like, what do you have out there? It's there. And the thing is it just shows we're busy. It shows we're putting stuff out there. Now we do things right. We're going to get stuff to go viral. Look at all this stuff. Years ago, 2 years ago, it's the internet proves that we've been doing this for a long time. Yeah, 3 years ago. If you want to see how much better she is today than there, you can look at that too. And like, you'll see progression. It's freaking awesome. Okay. All right. So now, I'm gonna stop my share. You guys saw me do I did everything. I went just a little over. We're gonna get ready for everybody coming in for the BFA event. So, if you're brand new coming in here, let's check our chat settings. All set up. All right. And you guys, I want to get I want to get that countdown going more because when people come, they can see that hey, there's 9 minutes to. That's something I've always wanted to do, and I always could put a video up, but to have one set, do all. Guys, we're gonna have some fun with this. All right, all right. Let's. You guys can show like stuff. Like, did you guys learn a lot today? Today a good day?
Yes. Yes.
Um. So obviously we're always pressing the envelope. We're pressing people to learn more and do more things. We're gonna be doing all this stuff. So I've left a thing, yeah, on the Facebook group stuff. We're gonna be dynamically doing all that. We're gonna be getting some stuff in motion, and then we're gonna start talking about how we market as a team and just do this smarter. Like you guys, I have a whole wish list of things we're gonna start working on and we start driving that. So if you haven't created a Facebook group yet, it's okay. Just know that I need you to get one done or be participating in one. Okay, so your leader might set one up, help support that. We're all going to do this to grow, right? I just want everybody to understand you might start a group. It might take a year or two for it to take off, go viral, grow. Who cares? We're not going anywhere. This is another leg of marketing we're throwing into the mix, right? My Disney group, I need to do a lot more effective marketing, push some stuff on there. Sure. And I'll get there. And then if I do it right, people are going to see stuff. Now I'm going to start driving pages and everything that's there and people will be able to find it. I'm competing in a very prominent area, right? I did the Disney and Universal. But I also, when I've been doing my research, people that are in a Disney group are usually in 20 Disney groups. They're not in just one or two, they're in a lot. Okay. Now, community stuff, you know, dog breeds, there's endless amazing, how to, do a cat videos. I mean, you put animals in the mix, it opens things up as well, right? Like Stacy should do an Instagram just on one of her dogs and just have them do things every day. She'd probably do pretty, you guys, this is a real thing. Like there's things that you might have around in your home environment that could be a great sharing point and also a way to meet more people and drive all that. So we'll keep on it. We're on a path. Andrea, that is freaking awesome. So our numbers are going up. We should have new people coming in. Everybody be looking for your people you invited in. Um, I
Krishna's
see some
here.
new names. Yep. Oh yeah, let me yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this. And the way we do the BFA event, guys, with the new thing, pretty soon we're gonna have the ability to do it whenever you want to do it with your people. Like you're going to use that as a drive. Like you guys, I know the leaders are going, oh, I know what Rory's doing. I see this. I see this. I see this. Um, we'll get there. All right, we got 2 minutes and we'll get started. And we're getting started, but we're not gonna go into it. We have about 5-10 minutes. I've got people I'm messaging. So I wrote in my blue book that I used for all my stuff, everybody that I personally have that's confirmed that they're coming. And I'm going to, obviously I'm going to be presenting. So now I'm going to reach out and make sure they're all here, right? Um, okay. All right, I'm sending these out real quick. All right, so let me pull this, and we're right here at 1 o'clock. Welcome all the new people here. We're gonna go to a different view here. Right. Hello, everyone. I'm gonna be coming from you from the headset so that I can really focus on delivering this. Um, and also, I'll gotta tell you guys, like, there is so much amazing things happening, and as we're waiting for everybody to come on in here, I got people coming in right now. I want to just express that I know there's a lot of people that feel like, I've missed making money on the internet. I've missed out on opportunities because I didn't take them, and it's been years. I mean, the internet, I mean, the internet's been around since 74. That's when it was created, 1974. I don't think any of us were really, the earliest of us were able to get onto it and do something effectively with like dial-ups into universities and stuff that happened like 90, 91, 92. I was there, but no like use to like connect until like 94. And then the AOLs and stuff came out. Like we could have a fun, long conversation. A lot of people still weren't using it. And there wasn't even enough people to really market to until about 97. And then after 2000, and I was on a very interesting training yesterday. But after the 2000 scare, right? Remember the computers are going to blow up when it hit 2000 because that was sold to us. I could go into history. I was very involved in data centers and a lot of stuff. And I remember they put that out there. I go, that doesn't make any sense. Like the 1918, it doesn't matter if it goes to 20. It's not going to change anything in the logic or the code and the way things are set up. That's ridiculous. And so I did like and I got in a very big argument because I had the database guys were just determined there was going to be a big problem. They wanted people to spend a lot of money to go through this transformation and whatever else to do like to review. And I said, watch this. I went into the hard part of the computer, our main system. I changed the date to 2010. I went up past 2000. I went to 2010, and I launched that as the time. And you know what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. So I said, I don't need to pay for your services on this because I think it's just another hoax and another scare because it drives to something. And doesn't make sense in the logic. Right now, granted, I was using, Linux, Windows, PHP, Cold Fusion. We had Microsoft. I had about every flavor of servers you could possibly have. Not one had an issue. And I bring this up because things started advancing, and we started doing a lot with it. And I look at what I've been blessed with because I've been part of the technology thing. And then we come down to what drives things, right? And it's always money driven, right? If money's not being made, things can't grow. Technology can't grow. And what we're going into is a very big piece of that, only it's been going very successfully for decades now. And I would dare say it's bigger now than it's ever been, and it's because of the trends. So let's talk about that as we get things going. Hold on 1 second. And yeah, let's talk about that. I just realized I've got to so if you're on YouTube, right? What we're about to do and go into, we're literally lining people up to make $750 a month in an incredible way, be part of marketing. I'm just going to say we will not be broadcasting this on any other channel but ours. So if you are coming here from YouTube, because I see that we have people from YouTube, you need to go to rrr247.com rrr247webinars.com. I'll go ahead and let's see, I'll do the let me just put this on here really quick. Um, yeah, so you're gonna want to go here, rr247webinars.com, and you can actually connect straight to us here. All right, this shows the dates. We're on the 17th today. You can connect to our Zoom right here. Okay, I'll leave this here for just a moment. Anybody watching the replay, you can go here and you can attend a BFA event. The next upcoming ones will be there. Like we'll be here again on the 31st. I got to give Trisha some time to get everybody up and going. That's why we do it in a spaced out every other week. Okay, let me stop.